better than that. Our crew chief is John Goebel, our referee is Pat Frayer, and our umpire is Biniam Maru here tonight. With the ball right now has been red hot shooting the basketball. Gonzalez, Hugo Gonzalez.
And no surprise, it was a 3-ball. No surprise, we see who gets that offensive rebound.
And no surprise, Giannis feed 3-point attempt. Here's Giannis, gets it tapped away. And he is on a...
But I have a feeling that they're going to try to win this game regardless.
It would be a much-needed win as well. 26-33 is the overall record.
You like to see that, especially in his first start now with Giannis, because when you're playing with stars like this, there's a little bit of shock to it. And to get comfortable, see that first one go in.
The tip.
Crashing the glass. That's something Milwaukee's going to have to make sure that they can't play who's in these uniforms right now. They got to play to win this game.
And he's Jason Tatum, who's also out, but returning here this year. Giannis tries, penetrates. There's his first points. Welcome back, Giannis.
He has the space because of his shooters around him, and he knows what to do in transition better than anybody in the world.
Vucevic turns and faces. I got to get used to seeing green and white on that.
Rock jerseys.
Right. Used to the red and black with Vucevic. Usman, not shy.
And that's what happens when you bring that man back into that lineup. It just lifts everything.
Well, Doc Rivers has talked about it. You brought it up, Wesley. 3-on-3, 4-on-4. Interesting to pair him up here in the starting lineup tonight.
And you can kind of see that early when Usman first just got here and was playing in
wide, and he said, Usman, Wesley, Usman. He's going to be good.
Kept talking about his age and just his skill set and talent.
The kick out, Miles Turner, catch and shoot. Not there. Giannis tips it to himself, goes right at it. Leaves it short.
Getting those legs back. It's one thing to play 3-on-3, 4-on-4, but these live game nights, you know how hard he plays. But you got to make sure that you play the game and do all those little things.
Yeah, you got to settle in. And the Celtics also just have to kind of from the Bucks out of the gates. And now we're tied at 7.
Kid do damage to Wisconsin's team.
Oh, boy. Born in Green, Wisconsin. Started at Marquette, finished at Virginia. Here's Baylor Shireman. He's been inserted into the starting lineup. You know, Joe Mazzulla hasn't been shy. Lineups, rotations here throughout the year.
All right, you know, you're here, you're wearing this Celtic green, and we have...
Giannis driving, penetrating, kind of forcing the issue. Yeah, so many games without Giannis. The Bucks have lost that free throw battle.
Definitely easier. And at the same time, starting to play, you see the pickup points, you can see another, some more life.
Down here, the opponent, Derek White, like I said, has been red hot. Well, there was that 27-0 run last night. The Celtics orchestrating a 10-0 run for the Giannis free throws. And there's a turn.
And if there was a concern with Giannis coming back, it's you don't want guys like KPJ, guys like Ryan, guys like Cam Thomas to take away any of the 16-foot jumper right there. That's well within his wheelhouse. As you see him attack right here, he has to continue.
That the Bucks can lean into that December matchup. Like, look, we've already beaten the Celtics with Jaylen Brown and without Giannis already this year. Chang in and out.
Looking at the without Giannis minutes, like, hey, look, we know we're excited that he's back on the court, but we've also had success without him.
So far in the first quarter, again on a minute restriction, Chang feeds Giannis, finger roll.
There was no communication, just understood where he was and where that ball was on time, on target.
I love the way he immediately acknowledged Usman after that pass, too. White at the free throw line.
I think a lot of fatigue and frustration right there.
He's expecting that. No one wants to, what did you call it? The blue card set to check in for the first time. With his new starting lineup, it'll be Rollins coming off the bench here tonight. You know, he was raised a Boston fan and had been used since like January as a pretty regular rotation guy. Chang for 3 again. He's going to get his opposite lead.
And he's playing with a lot of confidence right there. And I really like that play from Ryan right there. Could have shot it, but understanding how this game is flowing right now. Like, if I'm
It's Miles Turner and A.J. Green staying in as starters here in this rotation. Pritchard, the up fake, finding Garza. Spins off of Turner and gets...
They're good defense.
Last night, a DNP for Luka Garza, but a shorthanded Boston Celtics team gives him an opportunity. Interesting, because one dribble, you don't have that separation enough. You got to have at least two. You
got to force the defense to make a decision. If you just one dribble, you're almost dribbling right into the coverage, and then they want you to pick it up fast and move because they're already there.
In October. Again, no Jason Tatum, hasn't played all year. No Jaylen Brown, and no Keita here tonight.
And this is why you
getting his first minutes here tonight.
Jordan Walsh was a major thorn to the Bucks in these 2 games this season, just with his energy and how hard he plays.
He was a starter. Actually turns 22 years old tomorrow. Second youngest on the roster.
That's
younger and younger
right?
entering the league.
That's why I'm up here, apparently. Even though I can still move a little bit.
You can.
A lot of subs going on right now. I can definitely do that.
In and out for Garza.
Both teams right now are going into their bench. I mean, and that's pretty indicative of a like that piece of that offense.
only the good stuff for Monday night. 4-point deficit. Richard.
There's not more of an unassuming player. I won't say that. I mean, he's a pretty unassuming player to think that he's going to drive against Bobby Portis and finish with his left hand, but that just attributes to his skill set and his ability to play basketball.
Bobby Portis turn around, baseline doing what he does. He's coming off another double-figure rebounding game last night against the Bulls. Shoulder shake, Bobby.
Drops the time, take care of that opponent, and then move on to the next game. That's the biggest thing. I think the biggest mindset is winning the next, get a win, and then we can move on to Wednesday from there, Lisa.
Yeah, it's something that the Bucks and haven't been able to extend it or sustain it. So you hope, as we're now in the last quarter of the season, you hope that that's something that is a lesson learned, and they don't have to learn it again after last night.
Correct, and having Giannis back.
Had gotten some open looks, but they have missed 17 straight shots at one point yesterday against the Bulls. That's something that you just want a three-pointer.
Doc said he doesn't know about basketball gods. I firmly believe in basketball gods, and if you don't play the right way, you're not going to get those shots that go, even if they're supposed to.
Yeah, he said that he would have been mad if they actually won that game the way they were playing. Bobby Portis, the corner shot, and that was a much-needed bucket here tonight against leading the charge here, even though they're undermanned.
And now, because Jericho Sims, as athletic as he is, he could have tried to bring that rim down, but instead, eyes out to the opposite side and finds Bobby.
Sims defending Pritchard, stays with him pretty good.
More than that.
And now rim running, from behind. Efficiency, 83%. Time for a quick see some different rotations, and Gary Harris getting some first quarter time here with about 90 seconds left.
All that kind of stuff. You can start to think that he's going to try to go to those who he trusts, those who will keep continuing to show up in spot times, and you know he's going to do the right thing.
And that's the point. What you said in the last thing is Doc Rivers knows he's going to play the right way.
Crafty scorer. Saw him from the 3, saw him put the ball on the deck right there with a turnaround fade.
He's got 5 points in 8 minutes. The three-pointer, good ball movement. Ryan Rollins getting Walsh in the air. 7 seconds here to work with. Here's Cam Thomas against Shire. It goes right past everyone, but it rims out.
Unfortunate play right there. A little bit more focus on that finish right there, but you like the attack.
Pritchard pulls up. He's missed his last 2, but looky what I found. Bucket from Garza. Just attacking.
Man, Celtics are already going to play hard. He's going to outplay you. 4
offensive boards. Walsh with 1, a couple to Gonzalez, and then Garza has.
Luka Garza plays with a lot of energy, relentless motor, and he was able to found gold right there.
Guys like John Beeline and Bob Huggins got to the Final Four in 2010. Worked his way up the coaching ranks. I grew up in the Northeast and watched a lot of those Celtics and big. Good luck to Jim. Thank you for everything you've done for our sports world, and thank you for influence for the Milwaukee Bucks broadcast.
Appreciate it.
Pritchard with the lay-in. Talk in the huddle.
Guys, we got to keep playing the right way, get some stops. We'll cut into this lead, no problem. And then Doc Rivers telling us, guys, the offensive rebounds, they're killing us. We got to keep moving that rock and keep your spacing.
Yeah, you know, interesting. You had noticed Kyle Kuzma, no minutes in the first quarter. Available.
Yeah, it seemed a little different because numbers, his ability to get in the paint. He's been shooting the ball well.
Bobby Portis kicks it back out, part of another 11-0 run. The Bucks trail by 15. I mean, regardless, like you had said, regardless of who Boston has put out there, they've been the aggressors. Gonzalez all the time in the world.
Organizations that when you throw that jersey on, you know what it's about. It's something bigger than you, and Boston has really embodied that. I hate to be giving them so much kudos because of jersey on, you know what it's about. It's something bigger than you, and Boston has really embodied that. I hate to be giving them so much kudos because of the amount of times that they've eliminated me. I mean, respect is respect.
And they are doing everything.
That guy back.
Yeah, I mean, there are talks of him return 5-on-5 scrimmaging. Giannis with the ball right now. The Bucks did not do well without him on the court. In and out there for Gary. 23-8 while he sat.
I saw a couple guys not being as aggressive. Talk about a great true to that. You know, it's one thing to be aggressive, another thing to be careless.
And a dunk. Marcus Johnson, his left hand's bigger than his right hand. The Fisher-Price here.
Right? I was like a monkey bar guy.
Well, Kevin Porter Jr. never saw Derek White coming. Celtics come in as one of the more efficient teams. They've won 11 of the last 13 coming into tonight. Bobby Portis, open three-pointer.
You know, they're rarely going to get outplayed as far as they know who they're going to be. Boston is a team that you're going to have to beat.
Look out below. We've missed.
Oh, Giannis.
Gonzalez catch and shoot. Ugo, 4 points per game. He's already at 10 here so far. Taking 7 shots. Bobby Portis, a couple of those.
A little bit with Giannis coming back, but the defense has to click as well. We think of Boston as a three-point and keep yourself out of rotations. That's what Boston loves to try.
Pritchard.
And that's the scary part about them because when it rains, it pours. It's a three-point shooting team. If you get down going,
it literally pours. Kevin Porter Jr. three-pointer. That's a good sign here for him. As good.
Well, now he's going to have the opportunity to shoot some of those that are catch and shoots rather than just having to create his own threes and step backs.
The last 4 games, at least 20 plus. 3 of the last 4 for Derek White. Largest deficit, down by 19. White again from the right side.
To be fully honest, that should be something that's able to be guarded right there through ball pressure and active hands.
Bobby feeding Giannis, gets it taken away. You just don't see that happen too much. That's just this Giannis getting back into a basketball rhythm.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in 5.5 weeks,
right.
So. And anybody in this league. I won't just single out Vooch.
Usman. BP. Back to an open Usman. They're giving him that shot. Come and catch and shoot.
It's in your rhythm. You see the ball coming. You see the defender coming. You already can understand what.
All right, coming out of that timeout, a miss for the Celtics. Almost.
He can do what he does best, which is put pressure on the rim.
Far. It's good. Miles Turner will check out Bobby Portis. Come back. We knew that there'd be, several adjustments to be made. You start with the starting lineup, a starting lineup that hasn't happened before this season with the Bucks, and then all these guys.
Right, and then you got to factor in Giannis has got his minutes restrictions as well. So, it's like Doc said, it's off of a back-to-back. It's not like they had time to this.
I'll tell you what, Gonzalez is just really he's got 3 offensive rebounds already. Giannis has got some room to move here in the paint. Spins left and right. Can't play it against Vucevic.
Exactly. And, sometimes that plays a role with things, too. It's like, who are you coming back against? How can you manage the 25 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever the minutes restriction may be?
There's Gonzalez again.
And just continuously living at the backboard right now.
Jang, you could. And Gonzalez from up top is short. It's part of a season-long 5-game homestand starting tonight. In a stretch of 9 of 10 at home.
I mean, I know they played together a little bit in practice, but that was one of those where they'll get that rapport, where that ball's got to go up in the air to Giannis for the lob, or he's got to quick float that.
Quick hands, Kevin Porter Jr. He's got Giannis to use if he wants some. He's
ball a little bit more than he has been as of late with Giannis coming back, but that's how he can still impact this team. He's on the defensive side with steals all season long.
Pritchard. Off the hands of Giannis, taps it over to Miles. Giannis one-on-one against Luka Garza, draws a foul. A basketball game.
None at all.
His 5th and 6th free throws here coming up. Makes good on the... How about this? Quick hands. Bucks get another possession. A.J. Green fires.
I love that shot for one of the best shooters in the league.
Ready. Pritchard probing against a taller defender, Turner. 13 minutes of play. Finding Usman. Drives. Giannis back to Usman. A lot of touches.
He's being played, and this will happen when you get guarded one way when a superstar isn't on the court. It's different when he is on the court. He's getting a lot of open touches, and that's going to be the game plan right now. He has to shoot that. We're trying to build championships, and hey, you got to live up to this standard as well.
Garza makes good on the KPJ leaves it short. Giannis in the 15 games in the latest stint. Kevin Porter Jr., another steal. He's got 3 of them. He's on the move, finding Miles Turner, who takes it all the way in, and a blocking. Got to be a part of that last year. They turned this 5-serve form. Center. Great cause. All the players and the coaching staff are in attendance. It's a really, really special.
Who was the best dressed?
Ooh, gosh.